Welcome to the Transform Sales Podcast, where forward-thinking business leaders come to share their experiences and ideas, learn from each other, and amplify their results together.
Welcome to another episode of the Transform Sales Podcast. Today, I'm with Roy, founder of LeadSpotting, and we're going to be talking specifically about a great product called LeadSpot, which is perfect for VPs of sales in SaaS companies that want to transform the art of outreach into science. Roy, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Eddie. Thanks for your time. It's a pleasure being here.
It's fantastic to have you on the show, Roy. We want to learn more about what LeadSpot has to offer. So, why don't you tell us a little bit about what LeadSpot is? How are VPs of sales using it today?
Okay, perfect. So, hi everybody, and it's a pleasure being here. Just a quick introduction about myself. Actually, my name is not Roy. My name is Roy, but Roy has a sound that doesn't exist in English. So instead of confusing everybody, trust me, and the support that everyone call me Roy, I promise the answer. And now we're going to talk about LeadSpot. Okay, LeadSpot is a new category. It's a new thing. It's an outreach optimization platform. Our job, our mission statement is to take VP sales like you guys from SaaS company and from other sectors, but we really love the SaaS area. And we want to make your life simple. We want to make your life complete. And we want to help you break the barracks of outreach and gain new clients. Okay?
Awesome. I'm excited to learn more. Now, question before we dive more into LeadSpot, what are these VPs of sales using today to improve their outreach? Try to turn that into a science, and maybe what's the problem with those or with the status quo?
Perfect. So, as you know, everybody wants clients. Okay? So it's not some niche market. There's hardly any company in the world which is not always on the hunt for more clients, more leads, more business, more deals. And there's a lot of solutions on the market, obviously, because there's a huge, enormous, endless demand. Now, there is a big lineup of, I call it legacy products, or let's call it less technology companies who provide lead generation service. Okay. They give you the list, less accurate, more accurate. They give you names, they give you a phone, they give you emails. Some of them give you some automation or some tips. Okay. But we are the platform that really optimize and really can create some sort of an A/B testing over email and over LinkedIn messages, and with a very efficient AI tools to help you build the right message to the right person at the right time, and also to measure it. Okay, so our clients are using various platforms, but they're missing this specific line that connects all the dots with strong AI on top of it, which creates the optimization itself.
Got it. Almost like disjointed efforts that are not really cohesive into one solid go-to-market strategy, and you put it all together. Now, um, challenges seems like it's not efficient. They're probably running campaigns where the team is not consistently understanding what are the plays, what really converts, what doesn't, who's their right target audience. Seems like that's something that LeadSpot plus the AI capabilities help them narrow down, stay focused, and improve. Is that correct?
That's correct. But Eddie, and the sales on the building an effective sales process, it's got many challenges. There's a challenge of finding the companies. There's a challenge of qualifying the prospects. There's the challenge of getting their contact details, building the right message, and monitoring, and so on, so on, and so on. Okay. But when you look at SaaS companies who are selling now digitally, okay, it's since COVID, we hardly go to a sales meeting anymore. We don't have to wear the jacket and the tie. We can do calls like this from Miami, where you're based, and from Israel, where I'm based, and it's easy and it's simple. But it comes with other challenges. So today, the modern, sales team, especially on software solution, is like a small army of SDRs, keep browsing on the web and pitching potential clients. Now, sometimes it gets out of control. You got these young SDRs, you don't know what they're writing, what their message is, what is their performance, okay? And you need to equipment with the right tools, with the right methodology, and with the right monitoring. This is exactly where we step in by building smart AI templates, for example, on LinkedIn, where you can create in 2 seconds a very sharp template with AI. On the other hand, we can also measure the template and measure the performance of each one of these SDRs. So you as a manager, as a VP sales in a SaaS company, when you got 5 SDRs, it's more easy for you to control, to manage, and to monitor the performance of your team and make sure that they do match their quota And on the other hand, they don't embarrass your brand with inappropriate outreach messages.
I love it. So if you have a large sales teams, they're trying different messages, it's hard to identify what's working best and what's not. And that's something that LeadSpot can also bring to the forefront and say, hey, this is the message that is converting best with this target persona. Make sure that all of your reps are using this type of communication, this is style, these objections, or the way they handle the objections should be a little bit more consistent. So I'm a little bit eager to see the tool. And actually, why don't we jump into a screen share where you can show us what are the main features that VPs of SaaS companies, sales VPs of SaaS companies today love the most about lead spotting? How does it work? How quickly or how easy it is to implement? If you don't mind sharing your screen at the bottom, in the middle, there's a button that says question.
Sure, with a pleasure. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so for example, I'm jumping on a profile of a very nice guy, okay, whose name is Eddie Bello. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the guy. Okay, yes, please. That's us. Okay, and we have this cool extension that pops up, and I can get Eddie's email address, make sure it's valid. I can get his office phone number. Okay, I can also get, since we're not connected yet on LinkedIn, we're going to be connected after this call. I can also have a personalized connection message, which I can easily like connect and paste here to you, Eddie. Okay, which looks like and it's an automated AI messages, but it's we will see in a minute on your LinkedIn inbox that looks personal. Now let's say, Eddie, I want to sell you something. I'm an SDR, right? I want to sell something. Okay, that's my business. My business is to send messages to people and to convert them into a sales activity. Now, on a day-to-day basis, if I wanna pitch Eddie on something, okay, I need to go here and I need to type something, right? Okay, I want to sell you something. I want to work with you. I want to collaborate with you, etc., etc., etc. I can do many messages. Now, instead of typing that, you can go to the LeadSpot extension, which is a home extension that resides on LinkedIn and provides all of this beauty. You can click on Eddie and you can go here and pick a template. And once you click, the message gets filled personalized to Eddie. Okay. Now, so you see, it takes less than a second to send a message, which recommendation AI to which template to use to which person. And something far more interesting, you can see for each template you generate, you can see analytics, the response rate, how many you sent, how many was responded, and what's the sentiment of the response. So if you're looking on a mass crowd where your SDR team charges for them, you can actually measure the performance of each template, and when you see what works best, then you focus on that template. Okay, which is a very cool. It's a very effective feature. Okay, because remember, our mission is not just bring you contacts of people, even though we can, and it's not just to help you write the message, even we can, but it's to make you really create an A/B testing experience on outreach and email and LinkedIn. Now I'll show you how easy it's to generate these AI messages. You go here to the platform, okay, and you build one of your templates. Let's call it sales a pitch call template one. Let's say you want to invite someone to a session like this. So I go here and I blurb some pitch on your behalf. Hi, my name is Eddie, and I do many talk shows on SaaS tools with a huge, amazing audience who views it. Okay. Would you like to get exposed with our program? So I don't know if that's the best pitch for you, Eddie. Okay. First of all, because there's a lot of typos here, etc. So I click AI rephrase, and the system, okay, it improves it. Have a look. Greetings, my name is Eddie. I'm the host of a range of informative shows focused on SaaS tools, which have garnered a large and two-state audience. I'm writing to inquire if you'd be interested in learning more about our program and potentially become involved. Okay? You can see the scale improves your pitch in a second. And then you can go here and you can also select like a personal image where the person names appears inside. And after you do that, bam, you got a template. So see how easy that is, Eddie, to create many templates, start using them, and then to measure what works best.
That's very, very powerful. I want to highlight a couple of things, Roy, that you just shared with us because this is very interesting. So, number one, At the beginning, you showed us how the extension can also be used to source additional information about a prospect that you're looking at, almost like let's say sales and extensions that I've seen, kind of like Lucia, or maybe other extensions that, again, just try to extract more information out of a lead. That's the first thing. Second, it gives you templates or ideas of relevant messages based on the profile that you're looking at. Something that really stood out to me is the sentiment of responses, because a lot of times I would say that response could be a vanity metric. If you're running a campaign, is not really targeted, the messages are not relevant. Fine, you can get a lot of responses, but the responses can be, "Hey, take me off your damn list. Uh, Eliminate my contact, never message me again." Is that a good response? Definitely not. So your tool goes a step further and tells, hey, the sentiment is positive, the sentiment is negative, which gives the sales team more visibility into whether the campaign is being well received or not. I think that's absolutely powerful. And then I also loved how, like what you just showed us at the end, the ease of turning a message or an idea of a message, even with that's not written properly with good grammar, syntax, punctuation, into a proper message that you can now transfer into a template that the rest of your sales team can continue to use. I think that is fantastic. And you told us this is not only for LinkedIn, which is what we're looking at right now, but could be also used for email, correct?
Yeah, correct, for email, and we it's go way beyond. Okay, so for example, I'll show you more. Okay, the
Please.
platform is very rich, and unfortunately, we got only 20 minutes, but we got also AI rephrasal responses. We also got an ability to mass collect data from companies. For example, if I go to a company like CloudTask, okay, I can go here to your employee set, okay, and in 2 seconds, we got this an ability called start collecting, and I can start collecting all the people from your company with their emails in 2 minutes. Okay.
Right.
Furthermore, you see these colors here? The system also indicate for me per each prospect what's my history with him. Did I message him in the past or not? So there's a lot of capabilities that we can do here on top of LinkedIn, which makes a lot of ease here. You see, people are collected in their email. In a couple of minutes, we'll collect all the emails from your company. Okay. Now, I'll give you a couple of hints in addition. Our extension doesn't work only on LinkedIn. It works also on Google Maps. If you want to mass collect, for example, SMEs data, let's say you want to sell to clinics in Miami, we can collect that. The system also works on Gmail, where you can go here and also sync to the CRM and other capabilities from Gmail itself. And
Mhm.
beyond, more and more and more, we really are big fans of AI. We think AI is a huge power that can help sales team, and we are found the secret sauce of how to combine. You can see AI with the right interface with the right flow, and the results are amazing.
I believe you're going to agree with what I'm about to say. A lot of people have the fear that AI is going to replace them, is going to be this is Skynet, but in reality, it's not that. It's people using AI that are going to take other people's job. Someone, a salesperson that is using LeadSpot, I can see how they can have better messaging than someone not using LeadSpot, and they're going to get replaced. They're going to get their jobs.
We also did a company search engine where you can scout from 30 million companies from our database, which what's unique on them is you can use AI to qualify those companies. You can ask questions, not just simple filters. For example, you can ask question, are these medical companies produce hard treatment solutions? You can ask any question. That's the power of AI. Now, I want to refer to your comment on AI. AI, if we look at the total, will not create a loss of jobs. On the contrary, okay, it gives you an ability to do more. So as a company now, if you were capped to do 5 projects in parallel, now you can do 15 or 20 people projects in parallel. So maybe we'll create even more jobs. Every time people, when they see a revolution, a technology revolution like that, the print, like the internet, okay, on the total numbers, it creates jobs, it creates growth, and we are now at the beginning of a huge revolution. So LeadSpotting itself, we put ourselves in our flag, in our role model that we're gonna be leading the AI in the sales. So stay tuned because there's gonna be more interviews like this with more products next year, and I guarantee that. Okay, I can guarantee because AI helps us develop faster.
That's incredible, Roy. I love your abundance mindset. Now, why don't we give the audience a little bit of context around what are the tasks, deliverables, and people that should be involved in setting up LeadSpot for their companies, and how long would it typically take them to reach full productivity and be fully onboarded with your platform?
So remember, as the company, our tagline is to optimize outreach. Okay, so if our onboarding process was complex, we would be creating a sin to our target. Okay, so it's very simple. You just go to goleadspotting.com, you register. There is a link for the home extension you can download, and that's it. That's it. You can start keep running. Now, obviously, we are here for you and we can help you support, build the right message, consult. Some clients, we also help them build up their sales team. But in general, we are a technology company. We have video tutorials. You can always watch our archive. You can always see it's very visible, very intuitive. And as we say, 11,000 users are not wrong, right?
Incredible. So it's almost like you could do it yourself. There's some material for you to do it yourself, but there's also the opportunity of talking to your team and getting some assistance done with you, a type of model as well, correct?
Correct.
Beautiful. So that takes me then to my last question. What are the KPIs or the success metric that your buyers should be using, VPs of sales, again, in SaaS companies, that how should they measure the success of lead spotting?
So as we're in the sales business, there's got to be only one major KPIs. When you started using LeadSpot properly, what's the number of meetings or initiate sales activities that this system scaled you up? Okay. And by the way, it's not a secret. You can measure with your response rate. You can see that you can send more messages. You can see that people respond more. You can go to the CRM. By the way, in our CRM, which is also connected, we also do automated summary of the transition between the lead states. So you can see now that the sales cycle goes shorter or you have more companies bought in. Right? Okay. So that's the KPI. Okay. If you want to grow with your KPI, we are your technology partner.
I love it. So it's going to increase more messages, less hesitation, faster. Those better messages should now lead to conversions. And ultimately, those conversions should lead to revenue in the bank.
That's the indeed for growth, for better profit, and for prosperity for everybody.
There you have it. It seems like it's very easy to get onboarded. So if you're in the audience, you care about lead spotting, you care about increasing the efficiency of your sales team and transforming the art of outreach into a science, then definitely go to the Cultus Marketplace and look for LeadSpot. You will be well treated by Roy and his team. Roy, it's been a pleasure to have you on the show. Hope to have you on a future avenue. Thank you so much for your time.
It was a very pleasure meeting you as well. And thank you for the lovely audience. And let's stay in touch and follow us. There's going to be more interviews like this because there's more feature coming up, I promise.
100%. And we'll be here to make sure that we cover them and share them with the audience. Roy, thank you again. Have a great day.